Hello, my name is Srinivas, and today I'm going to be presenting my TED Talk called Why We Believe in Conspiracy Theories. So, it was the second week of quarantine, and like most people stuck at home for a long time, I was bored, so I decided to go on the internet and read some news. As I scrolled through my phone, however, one headline caught my eye: the many coronavirus conspiracies it read. I was intrigued, so I clicked on it. And what I saw laid out in front of me were some of the craziest conspiracy theories that I had personally ever heard. 5G causes coronavirus. Microwaves used for Wi Fi can't hurt you. We learned this sort of stuff in 8th grade, for crying out loud. I wondered, how do people even choose to believe in crazy conspiracy theories? After doing some research for myself and pulling my hair out, I came to the conclusion that I will share to you in this TED Talk. Hello, my name is Ishanth Srinivas, and I want to discuss with you about how, instead of ridiculing conspiracy theorists online, we should try to comprehend where they're coming from and try to help them understand the actual scientific concepts that they're misunderstanding. But most importantly, we should learn about how to keep ourselves from falling for misinformation online and conspiracy theories that are not correct. First off, you'd be surprised to know how many people actually believe in conspiracy theories. A poll conducted by Farley Dickinson University revealed that almost 2 out of 3 Americans believe in at least one conspiracy theory. However, before we go on our discussion about conspiracy theories, we have to answer one very big question. What makes people choose to put their faith in these crazy claims? In other words, what makes conspiracy theories tick? Let's open the hood and take a look. According to psychologists, conspiracy theories are actually a normal part of human behavior. We humans have a huge advantage over other species in the fact that we have superior pattern recognition to other animals like dogs or fish. However, sometimes this pattern recognition goes into overdrive and sees things in an unintended way. For instance, when you look at these pictures, you will probably see faces. However, you should realize that these are just naturally occurring elements. That photo on the left is just a trash can and a cardboard box, and the one on the right is just a very angry looking broom. While you do see faces, however, these are just naturally occurring elements that your brain happens to process as faces because your brain is going into that overdrive mode and seeing patterns that aren't there. The same principle of seeing patterns that aren't there can be applied to conspiracy theories. Think of evidence of conspiracy theories as the elements in these pictures, the cardboard box and the trash can. The human mind essentially chugging 5 Monster energy drinks and going into overdrive crazy mode connects these elements in a way that seems logical. However, they really are just a collection of unrelated points. Moving on to another point, I want you to take a look at this picture. Without context, this picture, albeit a little strange, looks like a modern art painting or abstract sculpture. With context, however, this picture takes on an entirely different meaning. This picture is one that captured the many horrors of a terrorist attack on the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. This leads me to my next point. Another big reason why people choose to believe in conspiracy theories is because, in a way, they can be used as a coping mechanism for terrible events like the September 11th attacks. As humans, we want to be in control of every single situation in our lives, despite that not being possible at all. So when something like 9/11 happens, we feel attacked personally because we feel as if we aren't in control of our lives, because in reality, in that moment, we are definitely not in control of our lives. We have trouble rationalizing terrible things and thinking about how someone could do something like this. So we create our own stories to place the blame on somebody that we don't trust. This way, we can cope with the trauma in our lives. Now, you're probably wondering, well, none of these conspiracy theories really harm anyone. This is just speculation. So why should I care? While many may think that conspiracy theories do not hurt anybody, this is simply not true. Take, for example, the infamous anti-vaccination movement, which, among many other claims, believes that vaccines cause autism and are the reason for the spike in autism in the coming years. While many may simply chuckle and dismiss their claims as outlandish, The real problem arises when something like the COVID-19 epidemic occurs. Now, people are ignoring crucial safety protocol, and if you think about it, once the vaccine for coronavirus is developed, what if a sizable portion of the population doesn't want it? Think about how disastrous the effects of that could be for the whole world and the future of society. In addition, many conspiracy theorists link coronavirus to the recent unveiling of 5G in mobile networks. As a result, attacks of cell phone towers and mobile stores have occurred all over Europe, namely in the UK and Ireland. Doing this eliminates a valuable line of communication that communities and frontline workers need right now more than ever. So we've seen how conspiracy theories formulate in the minds of people and how they may hurt society. So how can we try to change the minds of these conspiracy theorists? And more importantly, how can we protect ourselves from conspiracy theorists? We'll tackle the first question to begin with. The long and short of it is, well, changing the minds of conspiracy theorists is an insanely hard task. And if you really want to commit hours and hours of debating and research and debating and research and debating and research just to prove to Uncle Larry that no, Uncle Larry, Barack Obama and Donald Trump are not snake-human hybrids, by all means, go for it. However, many conspiracy theorists will find that evidence used against them is just further evidence of their crazy claim. Think about it this way using this scenario. Say you, the rational science guy with logic and facts behind him, wants to debate a person who thinks that NASA never went to space. Okay, fine, easy. Just show him a few of the many pictures of Earth taken from NASA spacecraft. However, this approach is wrong, as the conspiracy theorist will just say, it's photoshopped, or the government is lying to you, or you are a sheep, wake up. Think about this the way you think about a court case. You, the science guy, are the defense, and your client is NASA. You want to prove that NASA did go to space, and the prosecution is the theorist, who doesn't believe this. However, in court cases, the burden of proof, or the job to prove that the tried, in this case NASA, is guilty, lies squarely on the shoulders of the prosecution, or in this case, the theorist. In many debates with conspiracy theorists will only attack the other person's claim and will not even try to defend their own claim. So if conspiracy theorists only attack your claim, attack back and see what happens. They should be the one asking questions about your theory. To add on, and I'm going to quote Sun Tzu here, know thine enemy. You should try to understand both sides of a topic before you go in to debate somebody on the other side. This will help you parry your opponent's claims. Try to understand where they are coming from, and if there is a crack in their logic, try to help the conspiracy theorist understand why their theory doesn't exactly work. Alright, so you've done all of the above and more, but they still don't believe you. The only thing you can really do is, well, walk away. If anything, you've probably planted a seed of doubt in their mind, which will at least make them research more and understand the actual concepts behind what they believe in. Now, how can you protect yourself from conspiracy theories? The big and obvious answer is extremely simple. Don't believe everything you read on the internet at first glance. Always research things before you straight up believe them, especially if you're sharing it with other people. And make sure you're researching things from both sides of the argument. If you see a video online that says the earth is flat, sure, you can watch more flat earth videos. By all means, go ahead. But you should also check the counter argument before you make a radical jump to conclusions. If you miss this part of research, you'll inevitably be trapped in a snowball of confirmation bias, only reading articles that further support your belief, basically rolling and gaining momentum until the snowball jumps off into a cliff of misinformation, which you will be stuck in forever. At the end of the day, having speculation is definitely not a bad thing. As I said, human brains are hardwired to recognize patterns to begin with, and sometimes governments do bad things that definitely require criticism. However, we need to keep ourselves informed, especially during the times that have been 2020, where misinformation can mean the difference between life or death. In short, please Do not trust information off of random sources or social media like TikTok or Instagram unless they have credible sources going behind them. Same goes for all types of media, including major news networks. If you see a weird claim that catches your eye, make sure you research before you believe in it. And if Uncle Larry starts piping up again about how the aliens took his dog and his 2011 Toyota Prius, remember, nothing can beat back superstition and misbelief like evidence and cold hard facts. Thank you for watching.